Colors of the world, spice up your life. Every boy and every girl, they, thems, and everywhere. Happy Pride Month. Welcome to the Inner Circle Podcast. We're feeling colorful. We're feeling happy. How are you, girlfriend?
I am fabulous. Happy Pride. Happy June.
Be who you are.
Right? That's the video. I posted it's raining man. Hallelujah. That's my song.
Um, Listen, we're well into June now. Um, it just feels exact. Like I said, it's just there's something, there's energy I feel with the kickoff of June. Like it's just full speed from here
Yeah.
on. Now that's how I
I
feel.
feel like June, I want June to be like, because I'm trying to be, out and about on vacation.
I am out like the way it's. I'm telling you, people think the way I've just been lately. While people think I have hoes and motherfuckers in and out my house, I'm sitting here browsing trips, mapping, looking at prices, checking
I'm
my
hot.
budget. Honey, no, for real, for real. That's what I'm sitting here like just doom
Yeah.
scrolling, like checking things, like because I'm mapping my shit. I am road rules this summer, okay?
Yeah.
Road rules, and even if it's local, even if it's around, like I'm just excited. I'm excited. But 1 month from today, speaking of Pride, Madonna's album comes out.
When? July 3rd?
July 3rd.
A lot of things are happening July 3rd.
And let's just leave it at that.
Did you hear that Anderson and by the way, happy birthday, Anderson Cooper.
Today's Anderson Cooper. Yesterday was Andy Cohen.
Yeah, isn't that hilarious that they're best friends and like their birthdays are right
apart from each
right
other.
from
Yeah.
kind of like us. We're 10 days apart. Anderson and Andy are having like a 4th of July celebration. Did you hear about that? It's almost like New Year's, like the New Year's show that they have, but it's gonna be celebrating the 250 years of America. So that's cute. Putting America gay again. But anyways, how was your week?
My week feels very good, especially today because I basically start my weekend today. So
Lucky.
listen, I'm I thank the Lord for my job. And I said this before and I'll say it again. I may not be making, certain brackets at certain people, but I'm also very blessed in that.
Girl, you don't need to say that.
Yeah. No, I mean you don't know my bracket, but my bracket could be anywhere, but I may not be a millionaire bracket yet. Till I make that show and win it. But because they ain't no stopping that. I'm gonna continue that one. Now we're speaking in tongues, Melody and I.
Yo, you know what I was thinking? I was watching like clips of Road Rules. Would you do Road Rules? Like if it was like the old school.
I would have done the old school Road Rules. I just feel
with the Winnebago and stuff.
Revamped Road Rules will be like, I feel like extreme, like the way challenge has become. Remember back day and the challenge, it was backyard games, where now it's like extreme. I feel like it will be too extreme, and honestly, where I am a little extreme and yes, into like fitness and stuff. I don't know about jumping out of planes and certain.
No, not like the challenge. I mean, like literally, like semester at sea.
Yeah, but remember, Road Rules still had challenges that they had to compete.
But they weren't challenges like in the challenge.
No, yeah, you're right. Not like the challenge, what it has become. But yes, I would do Road Rules. Absolutely. I would like old Road Rules. But there's so much we have to get into today. We don't usually go into deep dives like that, but seeing how it's 2026 and we are celebrating so much nostalgia, and especially in 1996, 30 years ago, something that cemented also brought us together. Music makes the people come together. Hi, Madonna. Was our love for, as we always say, Britney Spears and the Spice Girls. So we're going to get into this. What I'm sure a lot of people have thought: what album is the best album from the Spice Girls? Their debut album, Spice, or their sophomore album, Spice World? Not many artists have their debut and their sophomore be blockbuster hits and become iconic albums. So we'll deep dive into that. But first, we have a few things to get into. Um, we have a speed round, Melanie, of Do We Care? Since the Knicks game is on tonight too. So we're trying to get the views here so then y'all could go and watch
So I can go and watch the next game.
balls, bounce some balls. There's some cute players. I was at the gym and they were doing some recaps, and I'm like,
There's only one that I think is really cute.
From the Knicks.
Yeah. What's his last name? I forgot, but number 00.
I want to know that. I want to know who 00 is. I will have to Google that. But let's get into a quick speed round of Do We Care? I'm going to go down a list of trending things, news, and you're either going to say you don't care and we keep it moving. And if we do care, we will elaborate it very quickly. We won't spend a lot of time on it. We will elaborate within less than 60 seconds of why do we care and explain it to the masses. All right. So are you ready?
Ready.
Here we go. Do we care? Jay-Z coming at Nicki Minaj, Drake, Kanye West,
Damon Dash,
Tony Brusby, Damon Dash, even
that's not right.
Republicans. Do we care?
Yeah, I care because he's finally speaking up. He's finally saying something, and the fact that he did it in a freestyle, it's like New York is coming back to life. I care. Next one.
Yeah, I care too. I thought Sagittarius. I may not be able to be with y'all in a relationship, but I appreciate y'all in the bedroom, and I appreciate y'all the way y'all come back at people. Y'all be so unbothered, and then y'all come back with a furry, and I love that. He really did that. He did that, and even the mimicking Nicki Minaj a few years ago. If you know,
yeah.
Well, he did that. Okay, moving on. Do we care? One of Diddy's sex tapes leaked allegedly. Well, I can't. I don't have to say allegedly. With Daphne, with 50 Cent's baby mama, Daphne. And allegedly, she leaked the tape. So this is one of the many freak off tapes that are out there. This one came out. There's another porn star. Diddy's in it, and I don't know if Diddy has coke dick, but he wasn't really holding much. Do we care?
I don't care, but I have a theory. I have a theory that 50 Cent was like, Daphne, you're not getting money from Diddy, and if you want me to give you money, I need you to leak that tape, and I'll give you money. Allegedly, this is my wheels turning. I feel like that's the reason why this shit came out. I don't necessarily care. Did I see a clip or did I imagine it? I think I saw a clip. I didn't see Diddy. I saw the clip of them like literally having sex, but I didn't
look. I didn't look for it. I just happened to be scrolling through X.
Yeah.
And it popped up. I wasn't looking for it, but I seen it. Moving on. I don't care either. I mean, I don't care, especially after I seen just the stills of the lack of what he was holding.
I didn't even see that, but to be honest, ignorance is bliss in this situation.
What is it? If you unpack, anyways. Do we care? Speaking of Diddy, Cassie, it dropped that she alleged. It came out because of court documents with some old escort trying to sue her and Diddy because allegedly whoever gave him herpes. It came out that she no longer lives in the United States and that she moved out. Do we care?
Where does she live?
It wasn't disclosed.
You know what? I wish her the best. I don't really care, but I think that girl needs a break and she needs to get away. Like literally get away from Hollywood, get away from anything that's associated with her past for her mental health and for her baby's sake. So
yeah, I care in the sense that I'm happy for her.
Hmm.
And it opened my eyes too. Like, yo, once I get myself to a certain place, I will be open to move outside of the United
Yeah.
States. This is why I love traveling and love exploring and seeing how people live and the dollar and all that stuff and how far you could get with certain money once you think, because we are from here, but we don't think
Yeah.
what we could do far and beyond.
Exactly.
So
We don't take advantage. I was reading on TikTok the other day, there's like 5 different countries that you can go and like they pay you to live there. Albania, a couple other places. But like, look how Rose what's her name? Rosie O'Donnell. She ended up moving
yes, she
to
moved too.
Ireland.
The Ellen DeGeneres moved, Cassie moved. So I care. I'm happy for her. Listen, she took that payout, and wherever she got paid money. So the money she got paid, she's gonna be good for the rest of her life wherever she's at, living on that money. Moving on. Do we care? Andy Cohen debuting yesterday on his birthday, what seemingly is a new man named Kevin Sobieski. I wonder if he's related to Lily Sobieski. I'm gonna go first with this. I don't care. I don't care because I thought that his love and affinity that I know, the word on the street is real. I know he loves the chocolate and Spanish men, but for him to be the typical then it gives me that white woman syndrome. That if they're not a baller with money, that's where they won't be with that chocolate guy. They will be with that white man. And it's the same thing. It's like I expected maybe a chocolate man. And maybe I'm a little jealous too, but I don't care.
I would say just that's a little bit jealousy, and it's okay. It's natural. It's human nature, in the words of Madonna. I care because I'm so happy for him. I feel like I have followed Andy and know his about his love life because he's very open and honest about it. The last partner he had was years ago. It was a Brazilian guy, and he kind of looked white too. He looked like Andy Sandberg. But I think that now, since he literally turned 58 a couple days ago or yesterday, he is looking for the one and the person for him. So his nights of like hitting the town and like hooking up and stuff, I think they're coming to a close. So
I
I
feel that, but it's just and this is a deeper conversation because this is a speed round of do we
also,
care?
who knows? Maybe he found love in a hopeless place. No, I'm just kidding. No, maybe he found someone that like actually likes him for him. Because if you think about it, whether the ethnicity or nationality or whatever, it's hard to date someone that's in the public eye like that.
Do we care that the All Stars 12 cast is already been leaked for while 11 is airing? Next season's All Star cast is already
All
been
Star
leaked in
what?
its format. All Stars 12, RuPaul's Drag Race.
It's leaked for real. I didn't know.
Do
Are
we
you
care?
gonna? I
Well,
care because like I
so
want to know
we'll
who
get
this
into it.
is.
So next season's All Stars 12 cast, this is all confirmed slash allegedly slash things could change because things in production and reality TV do change. Right now, some of the queens are sequestered. As we know, right, the last two seasons of All Stars, it's been 3 brackets. Next season is going to be 2 brackets, where it's going to be 8 queens in the first bracket and 8 queens in the second bracket. So we're going to see longer episodes with the queens. Then for I believe 3 or 4 of those queens would advance to the semifinals, where there will also still be that wild card that they've been doing the last season, and as you guys have heard, are doing this season that they will pull into the semifinals. Some of the names floating, and I am going to give you from the top of my head the ones that I know because I like to do my research and my sources and make
Mhm.
sure things are connecting. Lady Camden. I'm not saying I don't know which bracket each one is in, but Lady Camden,
I like
she
her.
got the boom boom gun. Gia Gunn is back. I'm excited to see her because she brings the drama. Speaking of drama, she was just in the House of Villains.
Plain Jane.
Thank you, bestie. Plain Jane, we are going to see Q. We are going to see recent queens like Vita Von Teese. We're also going to see the Greek goddess of this
Oh
past
my
season,
god, my
uh,
favorite, Athena Dion.
Athena Dion. She's going to be there as well. We are
Yay.
going to see some of the New York queens, Lana Jarre, and also she was a fashion queen of her. I'm having a brain. It was right there.
Aquaria,
No,
the
she's
one.
a black sister, and one of the she think Lana Jarre, but 2 seasons earlier, she was the I think she was in this season with Sasha Colby, and she was the outspoken one that when Ru said who we gotta get rid of, she was like, it was iconic for her.
Oh, it was it the one with that went to New? She's from New Jersey.
From New York, Jersey, or New
She's
York.
from New Jersey. She went to the school like the same
Yes,
school
yes,
as
yes,
Kenny
yes,
Houston.
yes.
Um, oh my, Lux Noir, something like that.
Thank you, Lux Noir. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Lux Noir. I said Q, right?
Yeah,
And
cute.
then we
I like
have
Q.
then we have people like Amanda Tory meeting.
I liked her, even though she was weird. I thought she got kicked out for something.
And Dahlia Sin as well. She was like Dahlia Sin. She was a good performer for her little time, so I would like to see more. I like that they're bringing people that got eliminated early.
Yeah.
And so, oh, Joe. Speaking of early, Joe Ellen, the Asian queen that came out with a mattress. And then some speculations are, with older queens, Dita Ritz, which I was very surprised to hear.
I only remember her because she was in a double elimination, right? Her and somebody else, they both got
Eliminated. That doesn't happen often, but yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but yeah. But moving on, do we care that Love Island starts tonight? I
No,
don't.
I don't care. I feel like that show. First of all, they already removed 2 people from the villa for having like one was super racist, and the other one was because of his political views or something like that.
I
I
think the good Lord, that's not the show I'm applying to, because
That show clearly they don't do their research before they check it out, and also like I feel like everyone that's been in that show is there for clout. It's not
yeah,
actually
that's not a show. Listen, there's things I do and go for, but that's not. I know myself too. I just don't want to put myself out there just for clout. If that was the case, I would have been a
been
kept
a
man a long
long
time
time.
ago. Uh-huh. Boop. We did not do that. Cut this. Clock the time. Do we care? We end it right here. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Alleged cast so far. What's shaping up?
Are they being canceled or are they being like shaken up into a different?
No. So we care. You're curious. Let's
I'm
go into it
curious.
real quick.
I
So
like the Beverly
as of
Hills
right,
cast.
as of right now, Kyle's definitely coming back. Bose is definitely coming back. Rachel's coming back. Erica's coming back.
Sutton.
Wait, I just
Amanda.
Amanda, right? I said Amanda.
Amanda says she doesn't know.
No, Amanda's coming back. Kyle's coming back. Bose is coming back. Erica's coming back, and Rachel Zoe's coming back. Sutton, they're on the fence if she's out or front of. Honestly, I kind of seen the writings on the wall for Sutton. She's lucky if she comes back as a friend, but her friend that she brought on as a friend, the shade. Jennifer Tilly's definitely coming back. Kathy Hilton is to be determined, and we are definitely going to have a newbie, but there's 2 old Diamond stars coming back, and I'm so proud of myself.
Why?
That's why we're best friends, because we inspect the gadgets. The blind item basically said it's 2 diamond holders that have been hanging out a lot. A few weeks ago, my sources, word on the streets, was saying that Crystal Minkoff was asked is in the talks. So then I did a little sleuthing on myself, and when the blind item said it's 2 housewives that have been hanging around a lot lately, I happened to do a little sleuthing and digging. So I went to Crystal's page, and who has she been posting with lately a lot? Camille Grammer.
No way.
So those are the 2 diamond stars. Now their status is unknown. As the season progresses, the producers will figure out if they will be friends or a full-time.
What's Camille's last name? Tamagotchi or some shit like that.
Not Tamagotchi.
Her last name, her
Piano.
no, it's something like that. And like every time I think of her, I just think of the word pernicious. She's so pernicious. Remember that episode that she said it like
I love
17
motherfuckers who
times?
teach me new words for my
Wait,
vocabulary.
speaking of housewives, Rhode Island. What is going on? What is going on with Liz? First of all, shout out
Really
to
quick.
Boots on the Ground, Jay.
Boots on the ground. Yes, shout out. I had to say it. Thank you so
You've been
much.
sitting
We
on
here
that
tonight.
evidence
Me and
forever.
my bestie. Where my bestie at? Because we here tonight in sync and helping each other out. Yes. Shout out, because I was gonna say the same thing to our Boots on the Ground in Rhode Island. Listen, y'all may want to stay tuned this summer because I have many boots on the ground in Rhode Island, okay? In Providence, Rhode Island. And they're filming this summer as well. So this is the place to stay for the exclusive footage. And shout out to our boots on the ground because they were actually in the episode that aired this past Sunday on Bravo. Go check it out. They're blurred out. Obviously, the producers are gonna blur it out. They didn't have a release.
Rude.
That's always gonna happen.
To sign a consent form.
But exactly. But my boots on the ground were on the fucking episode. I gagged, and we were one of the first to get the exclusives. And
You've been sitting on that shit for like a good year.
No. When we posted it initially, it got a lot of hits, and even our repost of showing our boots on the ground got a lot of hits and views. So, thank you, boots on the ground. Listen, Lady Gaga said it best. This summer's gonna be paparazzi exclusive.
TMZ PVD.
Okay, but what do you want to? Okay, what about Rhode Island? Like, what is it exactly that you got, Liz?
First of all, when it's nice to see that the video that we had, that we were provided, we finally see it in real time happening. I didn't know. I was like, who are these two bitches? Like, I couldn't tell them apart from the lineup. And now you finally could tell that it's Liz and Joellen. I love Joellen. I like her. I think she's so funny. Liz, however, she did say when she was on Watch What Happens Live, like, people are going to like her now, but they're going to hate her later on.
Oh, she said that.
She did say that.
Okay.
And it makes sense because, girl, were you skiing? Like, what the fuck was that? That was too anime-y.
I didn't think we was gonna talk Rhode Island, so this is off the cuff. I had a lot of thoughts about Rhode Island. I watch podcasts that talk about Rhode Island because I'm loving Rhode Island.
Yeah.
One of the things I was already formulating for a future podcast is when it comes, because it's coming to a close soon. We have 2 more episodes than the reunion, which most likely is gonna be a 2-parter. So by the end of June, we'll be ending Rhode Island. So I was already formulating like, okay, so now that we've seen the whole season, who do you like? Who stands out? So it's crazy that you brought it up because my favorite is Alicia.
My favorite is Alicia. I adore her. I'm going to Pizza Mama just to say hi.
Okay. Yeah, whenever we go to, we definitely go into Pizza Mama. I agree.
I will pay $25 for the heart-shaped pizza.
Listen, I love pizza. Pizzeria Gusto, shout out.
Have you been seeing the what do they call it when they do like the interviews, the after show?
I watch it.
Did you see the latest
after shows of all the housewives?
Did you see the latest one with Alicia? She was activated.
When she said about Liz talking with her fake Italian accent.
Because you're not even Italian. Oh my!
I love it. But listen, Alicia's definitely my favorite, and it was from that first episode.
Yeah.
Britney Spears. Like, whenever I meet her, like, I know when we meet Alicia, she's gonna love us, and we're gonna love her. Like, I know we're gonna meet Alicia.
Oh, Pizza Mama's so good. Okay. You gotta take me, Jay.
She's a Sagittarius.
She is? Oh,
yes. Yes.
So she does a lot of cameos, right? And like a lot of people, there's an account on TikTok that they record her cameos. And she will have she's so down to earth and sweet.
She's getting her money because we're following her story, girl, with her man. That's uncomfortable. That's where I was. In a different way, not necessarily financially, but that's where I was. I didn't feel safe. You gotta feel safe in your relationship when there's not a true commitment and you're providing and giving.
And you live somewhere that you're not on the deed. That is crazy. Bitch, if that were ever to happen to me, I will still keep my apartment.
Get your money, Alicia. I'm so happy you got this gig. Do your little cameos. As the seasons progress, you'll be making more. More opportunities will arise. And then, what's her man's name?
But
Whoever his name is, Bill, Gil, Jill, because there's a few of them that rhyme of the boyfriends and husbands. He'll either be proposing or you'll be leaving him. Mark my words. I love Alicia. She's my favorite. She's my favorite. I love Liz, but I can see I'm like, girl. So
she's
word on
doing too much, and I think she thinks that she's the Dolores because she.
HBIC. No, the HBIC of the listen. Each franchise tries to have that bitch who wants to be the HBIC. Some of them come naturally in the earlier seasons, like the Nini. She naturally rose to it.
Yeah.
Teresa, I'm sorry, I don't think Teresa ever even tried. I just think because of her antics, she naturally rose to that girl. Anyways, those are just some examples. Liz, I think she wanted to, but it's like, yeah, I like Liz. Listen, I like Liz, but I do see where it's progressing. I'm like, girl, but word on the street, allegedly. Some people are saying, a lot of people are saying, is this ski, 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 or, ooh, that truth it is. You heard that, right?
Yeah. What was that?
That truth it is. My ice pop from my drink.
She's a witch.
Allegedly. The ski, 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 or testosterone.
¿Qué?
Allegedly. And a lot of people are pointing out in the scenes, look at her veins and stuff.
But why do women take testosterone? Unless they're trying to be like bodybuilders and shit.
I don't know. If anyone out there knows, DM us, text us, message us. Why would a woman? She is of a certain age. She's 50 in her 50s, right? I think, but what I'm also hearing is low levels.
Oh, you know what I was thinking also? That maybe because she's like going through menopause, because that's part of her storyline where she's doing like gummies and edibles.
Yeah, and I mean, also really quick, weed does not make people flip out like that either. We're not gonna do that because I know she's a cannabis queen.
Yeah,
Think,
no, I'm not talking about weed. I'm saying like whatever she's on, it's clearly like
it's not weed behavior.
A stimulant. Like it's not.
It's not a weed.
Downer.
Yeah,
it's not a downer. Not me. Not my straight edge knowing about this shit. But
yeah, but nonetheless, real like I still like Liz. I want to see the reunion and how it plays out because you seen it after.
What do you think of Rosie? She's annoying to me. She's like a little fucking gnat.
Listen, it's again Alicia. I don't mind.
I like Ashley. I think she's beautiful.
I don't mind Ashley. I don't mind Liz. I still like Liz. Joe Ellen. Listen, I thought she was. They try to paint her as a villain, but I like Joe Ellen. Rula, you could tell she was a friend. I keep saying this, and I won't stop. She was considered as a friend, but when the salaciousness of it all started brewing, and I'm sure the producers didn't catch it at the beginning.
Boring to me.
It was happening as it was going. Then they decided to make her a full timer. But Rula was definitely supposed to be a friend of.
She's boring to me. She's like a boring.
Yeah, because she doesn't have a lot.
No, but like also she's like a boring conservative Larsa Pippen.
And the way she talks, like
yeah, very like monotone, very like not giving. It's giving LA instead of Providence, and it's weird. She sticks out like her thumb. I need more Portuguese bitches on there. I need like more Latin.
As far as Rosie and Kelsey, they're both annoying to me.
Oh, I love Kelsey. I like Kelsey.
There's a lot of. I've been watching interviews and things and stuff, and it's like, and Kelsey she's a liar because we'll get into it. We'll get into more Rhode Island towards the end. But there's a lot that I found out about Kelsey. She's been done with that, with allegedly Caprio.
Okay, they needed to have a storyline. Rhode Island.
Yeah, but it's a lie. It's a lie, and the reason why she hates Rosie so much is because Rosie did have this tea, and she found out that Rosie was conjuring up stuff, and that's why she was so defensive. But it's like you're coming on the show with a fake pretense. Like you've been done with this guy 2 years ago.
Can I say I am sorry, but I'm not one to come for people's menses, but Rosie's man, he a little too fruity. What's his name? Richie? He's a little like he's a Frank Sinatra impersonator.
Listen, I thought about this. I thought about this watching this, and I read the comments, and I've been seeing the things, and then even on the show allegedly about
He's a
him
little
being
yes.
gay. But this is the thing with the world.
He's
There's a
zesty.
thing with the world. There's a thing with the world. I truly believe, and I'm saying this as a during Pride Month and as a proud gay man. I truly believe there's some, it's a small percentage,
There's
but
a
there's some not so masculine men who are straight who are into the art, into soft things, or doing hair or
oh yeah,
singing.
that's fine.
There's a
I'm
small
saying
percentage, and they're straight. So it's just it makes me cringe, and I hate the notion that automatically when it's something about singing or you do hair and it's a straight man saying he's straight, we gotta say, oh, nah, you're gay because that's a gay stereotype, but that's what gay men do.
for me, I'm calling him out with his zestiness because I don't appreciate a man being involved in women drama. I could understand if you are backing up your wife the way that Gary backed up Joellen. That's how you back up as a husband, boyfriend, partner, whatever. Like, come correct. But him talking crap about Kelsey, whether Kelsey's annoying or not, it was giving zesty behavior. That's
Yes,
why I think he's a little like
I
they
don't
sit
think
together and play with the dog and like do girly stuff together. Him being a Frank Sinatra impersonator, that's neither here nor there. I think that's hilarious because that, I mean, that I don't think that brings a lot of revenue. But go off, be theatrical, but don't be involved in women behavior, in women problems. It's giving Slade. It's giving Peter from Atlanta. It's
not.
giving.
It's not that much though. I'm sorry. From what I seen, he
I
has
could
not
already
been
see
like
it.
a Peter. He just made one or two comments in a conversation with him and his wife. He is not that. In my opinion, it hasn't been that deep in these 10 episodes, and that he hasn't even been that much on where he's doing as much like a Peter Thomas or to be compared to a Peter Thomas and a Slade in his first season, and he only said that really expressed his opinion in 1 or 2 episodes. Nah, I'm not.
We'll,
I don't think
we'll
he's.
keep watching. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll definitely
A lot
see.
of these people, like once they become like they got the taste of fame, they don't know how to act. So we shall see.
Yeah, we'll
And I will
definitely.
be vindicated.
But let's get into right now before we get into our Spice Girls deep dive and we go into which album is the best, Spice or Spice World. We'll give our favorites and then we'll go track by track, a deep dive, and compare the two. But first, here is our astrology circle Gemini season. Gemini season runs from May 21st to June 20th. Zodiac symbol is twins. Their element is air. Their modality is mutable. Their sign ruler is Mercury. They are known to be playful, intellectual, curious, charismatic. They use humor as a crutch. Some of their strengths are gentle, affectionate, curious, adaptable. Some of their weaknesses could be nervousness, inconsistency, indecisiveness. Their likes are music, books, magazine, chats, short trips. Dislikes being alone, being confined, repetition, and routine. That's right, they're not for me. They're compatible best with Sagittarius, Aquarius, and Libras, and they're least compatible with Capricorns and Pisces. That's why they're not for me. I'm not compatible with them because although I like spontaneity, I like a little routine. But that is astrology circle. What do you think about your fellow air signs?
I like. I've never really had issues with Gemini's. I don't know if I've even actually dated a
Well,
Gemini.
let's name some Gemini famous people as well. Lauren Hill, Tupac, Biggie Smalls, Donald Trump, Naomi Campbell, Kanye West. What other we there's many actually.
There's a lot of serial killers that are Gemini.
Oh no, not serial killers. We're not.
Gemini and I think Pisces actually.
Yeah, I actually did see that list. Actually,
But that's cool. For them to say that Gemini and Aquarius are compatible, news to me because I don't really know. But
oh, fellow air signs.
Yeah, that doesn't
Lisa
necessarily.
Lopez from TLC, my favorite TLC member. Shout out to her. May she rest in peace. I cried when she passed. Like she's also a Gemini, and actually,
LB.
her toxic Melanie B recently had a birthday as well. Like we said, Anderson Cooper, Andy Cohen.
Yeah.
Um, Lisa Lopez was with Andre Rison, who I didn't know this till in my grown ass age and just finding
Ooh,
things
I
out.
see.
He's a Pisces, yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, explains a lot. The tumultuous relationship, but even after the burn thing, they were still together. Like I
Yeah, you
somehow
guys
in
don't know
the,
how to get. You guys don't know boundaries.
I guess Gemini's don't Gemini's and Pisces. But nonetheless, that's how true it is. Um, no, I know my boundaries though.
Okay, bitch. Anyways, Geminis are cool. Happy birthday, Geminis.
Happy birthday, Geminis. Now let's get into our Spice Girls deep dive. So
Yeah.
we put up this past weekend. I put up the Spice Girls singles from each albums. You guys voted. We ourselves had our homework. We thought about it. We talked about it. We're like, as Spice Girls fans, what album was your favorite? Spice and Spice World were both blockbuster albums. And when I say blockbuster, it's not a word that's used much a lot these days because
Hmm.
albums don't sell like they used to before physical album
Do
sales.
you know that both albums came out the same day, 1 year apart? January 1st, 96 and January 1st, 97.
A
That's
year apart,
awesome.
yeah, 1996. Yeah. So I remember like as a kid and being such a Spice Girls fan and falling in love. It was the year I moved to the United States, which was 1996. Well, moved back to the United States. Well, New York. I lived in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Puerto
get
Rico.
it.
Yeah.
But so we're gonna go Spice. So unfortunately, we can't play track by track for the people who may not know the whole catalog. We're fans, so we know those two albums, not just the famous singles that we've all heard, like "Wannabe" and "Spice Up Your Life" and "To Become One" and "Say You'll Be There." We know their their whole catalog, even those songs that weren't singles. So Melanie and I are gonna go track by track. Actually, hello, because we have visuals. Spice is on the left, Spice World is on the right, depending how you're looking. We're gonna go track by track. So we can't play the songs because we don't want to get flagged in certain streaming areas that we stream in. So Melanie and I will be singing or wording lyrics as we go track by track.
I'm
Now,
not singing. I'll read the lyrics out loud. You want me to do Spice World? You want to do Spice first, and then I'll
I'll
do.
just fight. No, well, we'll go track by track because what I want to explain also is this is the time in the pop world, pop started becoming a thing because grunge and rock was the main thing in the mid 90s and hip hop and R&B. They were the things ruling early 90s to mid 90s. The pop explosion started 1990, basically 95, 96, if we're being honest. And one of the ushers of that pop explosion was the Spice Girls. Now, many pop acts, as you know, were dubbed millennials. We heard this word a lot, manufactured. A lot of pop acts indeed were manufactured and wanted to follow a formula.
Right.
Managers, producers, etc. And this is what the Spice Girls did with their first two albums. Both albums have 10 tracks each. And this is why I want to go track by track because when you look at it, in a sense, it was manufactured and it kind of followed a formula, just maybe elevated depending on which Spice Girls album is your favorite. Now, do we want to say us review which one is our favorite before we go track by track and then also go into the polls?
We can say it, but I'm gonna be super honest with you. I listened to both albums today, and I was like, I can't choose between one or the other. There's one I'm leaning more towards.
Which is the one you're leaning more towards?
Spice World.
Same.
The
Same.
reason
And I had a
being,
feeling we both would.
the
Go ahead.
reason being, even though, and I think I've said this on here before, Say You'll Be There was the first music video I ever saw on a TV. That was the first music video, followed by Baby One More Time. And I remember like listening to the Spice album and really liking like If You Can't Dance. I liked a lot of the songs that
I have the
were
album, so if you can't tell me what track, I have the Spice album pulled up.
okay.
Um,
But Spice World to me, it like catapulted them into like superstardom, and also the songs like my favorite song hands down that I could listen to over and over like Charlie does with albums and songs is Never Give Up on the Good Times. I love that song. That song is like a morale boost, and that song reminds me of like one of
but
my
we'll get into it. We'll get into it. So we both expressed our favorite. Basic, yeah. Both. I had a feeling. I had a feeling Spice World, but I agree with you, and this is where I think this is like our twin flame souls, where like things that we agree on, where it's the same. It was hard to choose, y'all. Like they're both great albums. It's not a lot where it's like movies where the sequel is as good as the first one. It's like me and Scream 1 and Scream 2. It's hard. So
Scary Movie 1 and Scary Movie 2.
so Spice Girls, this is very hard for us being big Spice Girls fans. So we're gonna go track by track. Uh, I'm going. Let's go. Let's start it off with Spice. Their first single that they released that catapulted them into stardom was "Wannabe." Yo, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. I'll tell you what I want. We know that song. Everyone knows that song. I don't even have to go beyond. But now they followed a same formula with Spice World and their first single of that album and their first track of that album being Spice World. Spice Up Your Life.
Spice Up Your Life. And Spice Up Your Life, like you everyone knows it's so catchy, the la 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 la. When you're feeling sad and low, we will take you where you gotta go. Smiling, dancing, everything is free. All you need is positivity. Colors of the world. Yeah. I love that.
Listen, and for me, those are two iconic songs. I worked with kids, little kids, who were singing "Wannabe," and
Mm,
I'm like, and I love that because I'm like, that's your mama or your daddy, someone, and
yeah.
I love that. So it's that iconic. Those songs is basically like a lot of Michael Jackson or Madonna songs are big iconic people where these songs become timeless no matter what, and it carries on.
Right.
Wannabe and Spice Up Your Life are both of those, but there's something with Spice Up Your Life. I think it was that like Latin infused, and obviously us being Latinos,
Yeah.
it made us feel even more connected. Like, yes, la
Well,
la.
also when they do the breakdown, like flamenco, lambada,
Lambada, but hip hop is
it's
harder.
harder.
We moonwalk the foxtrot, then polka, the
That's
salsa.
shake it, shake it, shake it. Hot God. That was hot.
All right, moving on. They followed, even with their singles, you got to watch this, y'all. They followed the same formula. The second single from their first album was the R&B tinge, Say You'll Be There. And their second single from their Spice World album was Stop.
Yeah.
Now, while we say, while we're on the R&B note, I have to note this really, really quick. The Spice Girls were slept on their R&B influence. Yes, they were pop, and I think they were also pop because it was mostly white. If you look at the aesthetics, white girls, right? Besides Melanie B. However, listen to their first album, just the first album, Spice alone, and we'll go more into these songs. But songs like "Say You'll Be There" had that R&B tinge. Songs like "Last Time Lover," very R&B. Songs like "If You Can't Dance" had that
Love
R&B.
it. And it had hip hop on it too.
Yeah, exactly. The Spice Girl and even in Spice World, they had R&B change. Saturday Night Divas, Denying. Like
Denying was my jam.
we do not give Spice Girls the credit that they had that R&B crossover as well. It's because aesthetically we see more white girls that we just dubbed them pop. But moving on, Say You'll Be There versus Stop. Let's say, which one do you take? Well, you Say You'll Be There.
Say You'll Be There. I love that song. Just the beat is amazing, and also like it's giving R&B. Stop is very poppy and it's cute and catchy, but like Say You'll Be There is my go-to.
Now listen, and let's give it up to the vocals because yes, The black girl of the group was Scary Spice, and where I love Scary Spice, raspy and her tone and everything. She's a great singer as well. Melanie C and some of these songs, and we'll get into some of these other songs where she did the woo, the riffs and the oh, where she took you to church. We'll get into other songs like that too. But and say you be there. This is the first hint of her doing that. Like I'm giving you everything. Like I was listening to it and I had the feels. Like I like because again I did my homework and I went into it like immersed and I was like yes yes.
You know what I love about her? Melanie Chisholm has the same voice when she speaks and when she sings. Like that's a singer. Like she doesn't have a low bass or whatever or a high pitch. She sounds literally the same. So I love that about her. And also her
Yeah.
hello.
So for me, I don't know which stop because stop is a I know the whole
Stop is so
choreography.
it's cute, but it's kind of like I don't know. It's not a song that I would listen to. Like "Say You'll Be There" is something that hits at any
Yeah,
age.
yeah. Say you be
And
there.
and the freaking music video. I remember watching the music video and just being mesmerized because they all look so good in their black leather and they're like playing with the whatever that
With
was, the
the
frisbee.
boomerang,
Yeah,
boomerang.
that. Like I wanted to be a Spice Girl because of them, because of that video.
Now we moved on, and again, they're following a formula. Their third single from their first album, Spice, then became a ballad, the one of the classics, "To Become One," which, as grown-ups, we should have no business listening to that. Actually, we had no business listening to
A lot
a
of
few of the Spice Girls
even
songs.
"Wannabe" was like about sex.
Exactly, and they had a whole song called "Naked," which we'll get into. But "To Become One," which is basically losing your virginity and becoming one. And then we had the second single from their second
Third.
album, Spice World, "Too Much," which also was basically the soundtrack or the theme song to their movie Spice World. Again, you see the formula they was following. Two up tempos. Now let's release the ballad. We have "To
Yeah.
Become One" from the first album, "Too Much" from their second album, both track number 3. Which one you have?
Oh, it's so hard. I'm gonna go with "Too Much" because "Too Much" is such a pop, but I love the like Spanish guitar of "To Become One." Oh, that like
It's
singing ballads, like they didn't even have to like sing like literally sing hard. They in unison sounded perfect, but I don't know. I like "Too Much." "Too Much," just the beat. It's very doo wop, and I like doo wop.
um
That's hard.
it's hard. It's
I'm gonna be honest with you. I chose Spice as the album as my favorite album up until this morning. I changed my mind this morning.
come on. Too much for me. I gotta do too much too. And I love the video, and I love there was something when I first seen the video. I always loved a Catwoman.
Oh yeah,
And the animated series, Catwoman was my
I like
favorite.
Catwoman.
Although I love Poison Ivy now, I'm very my two favorites are Poison Ivy and Catwoman equally. But and well now as an adult, but as a kid it was Catwoman. And then to see Victoria Beckham do the Catwoman,
She looked amazing.
there was just something about that video. I love that video. The Ginger doing the Marilyn Monroe esque, Scary Spice, the Army. It's just, but then To Become One was in New York backdrop. It's hard, y'all. When I tell you like this is hard. Like speaking for myself, it's hard. But I take too much. I do too much. But our circle friends, let's talk about some of their choices. 80% said To Become One, while 20% was too much.
Haters.
For between Say You Be There and Stop, 60% agreed with us. Say You Be There, while 40% said Stop. Between the lead singles of those two albums, Wannabe and Spice Up Your Life, it was split 50-50. Now, let's go on to track number 5, which is no number 4. Now we're going to non-singles. For Spice, it was Love Thing, and for Spice World,
It's Saturday Night Divas.
listen, we're both fans of this song. We even still use this song to this day. Love Thing is a bop. I love Love Thing. I even know the little choreography. There's no room for
Come on. Hey, hey.
Listen, I know it. The love the choreography, and I think I want to start doing TikToks since dance is the popular thing or whatever. To some of these old school songs to maybe make them viral and bring some of these bops to life with cool, easy choreographies. But then we go to Saturday Night Divas on track number 4 in Spice World. That takes the cake. To this day, that song hits.
We still play that song
Yes,
even when we go out. So yeah, I love Saturday Night Divas because you gotta
that's,
get down.
yeah, that's easy. That's definitely easy. If we're going track for track. Moving on, track for track. Track number 5, Last
Favorite.
Time Lover. Okay, so
Oh, I
I'm gonna
love
say
that song.
last time lover, lover. Do you think I'm really cool and sexy? Didn't know you wanna get with me last. Uh-huh. That's track number 5.
Track
Now,
number
your
5 on
song
Spice World is Never Give Up on the Good Times. I love that song. So I'm gonna choose that song over
this
and
song
over.
is you love Melanie. I know because she's my best friend. She's a disco queen. She wants a
Yes.
disco party theme, and
For
she
my 40th, I want a Studio 54 themed
She may
birthday.
not have gotten it yet, but sooner or later, having the Pisces best friend she has, she'll get it. It may not be when she expects it, but she'll get it because I never forget the little things. Um, with that being said, Never Give Up on the Good Time is very disco, and like Melanie said at the top of the show, it's still like a mantra. It's still like a feel good song. So, do you want to give some of the lyrics of Never Give Up on the Good Times?
So the beginning of the song, it's telling a story. She used to be a chancer, sparkle in the rain. Told me she needed a friend. Is she going crazy? Baby's on the way. Seems like the day never ends. And then here comes Melanie C. Everybody needs some affection. Never shy. Gotta try wherever you're going. Never give up on the good times. Gotta believe in the love you find. I love this song. I've listened to this song a million times. This I will be in the shower for like over an hour if I listen to this song.
If you're listening to this just auditory wise, y'all, thank you, Spotify, Apple,
Sorry.
iHeart, everywhere. But yeah, y'all gotta for this episode, y'all gotta come on YouTube and check the visuals. Because while Melody's thing, I'm doing my
I'm
choreography,
here reading lyrics. He's over here. Boom boom cat 5 6.
dancing, doing choreography. Yeah, to catch the visuals because it's funny if y'all want to have a nice laugh. But moving on. No,
Yeah.
okay, so track by track. Uh, I never give up on the good time for me too. It's classic. It's a classic song. It's still disco. It still hits. It's a mantra. Although Last Time Lover is like that R&B again. Yeah, I slept on the Spice Girls back then. We didn't give
Yeah.
them enough credit for their R&B. And Last Time Lover is one of those songs.
I
I
like
always
Last Time Lover. It's a bop because it's like very R&B, very 90s feel good R&B,
and
but
I can relate to it.
never give up on the good times. Also, the message of it
Yeah,
like translates to today.
and it's more of a mantra. Although Last Time Lover too, like when I was listening to it, I'm like, oh, when I was doing my homework, I'm like, oh, it hits now. Your last time lover.
Relatable.
Last time lover. Moving on to track number 6. For me, throughout the years, this song has changed the likability of it. I used to skip it as a kid sometimes when I was pissed off at my mom. I love you, mom.
Oh,
But Mama, track number 6.
um,
No,
her
I did, and I could laugh about it. Listen, I have a good humor, and I love my mom. And now this song has changed for me, in many ways. And like the song says, it hits deeper. Like I'm sorry, I'm gonna pull up the lyrics because there's a search. She used to be my only enemy and never let me be free, catching me in places that I know I shouldn't be. Every other day I crossed the line. I didn't mean to be so bad. I never thought you would become the friend I never had. Back then, I didn't know why you were misunderstood, and that's what a lot of things. So this song hits different as an adult and losing your mom and having perspective as an adult.
mhm,
Mama, number 6, and it was actually a video as well. It was a single as well. It was
yeah.
a single more that was a hit for them in the UK. It really wasn't a main single over here in the US. But now, track number 6 for Spice
Spice
World
World is Move Over,
Which
which is a bop. And also, I did like Move Over because it was featured in Pepsi, a Pepsi commercial. Generation X.
that's when I became a Pepsi queen.
Oh,
And then even more, I backed up Pepsi then with the likes of Britney Spears in the following years. But anyways,
yes.
listen, a lot of people done Michael Jackson, Spice Girls, Britney Spears, legends. But yes, Move Over was a bop. But which one do you take? I don't know. Which one do you have?
I love Mama. I love that
Almost more
song,
iconic.
but I will say, yeah, I would listen. I think present day, I would listen to Mama more than Move Over. Move
Yeah,
Over is a vibe that like you would listen to, but not as as much as Mama.
listen, I love Move Over, and back then, no pun intended, I would choose Move Over because I'm more of a dancing. I love up tempo. I just feel as we've aged, and it's
Mm.
not because we age in perspective and because of what it means to me present day, but just overall, just looking at the Spice Girls fandom, and I like to read the comments, like I always say, Mama has become more iconic,
It
and maybe
has. It
a lot of
also it feels like it's more sentimental too.
yeah.
As you're growing older, for sure. But yeah, I remember when Mama came out, or like when I would hear it, I was like, "Ugh, this is not giving spice. This is not giving like girl power. This is giving like sad." So, but here I go being sad.
Now, moving on to track number 7, we have on the Spice front, their first album, their debut album, "Who Do You Think You Are," which is another single also as well. Now this one, I feel like the way we think about "Never Give Up on the Good Times" is how I feel about "Who Do You Think You Are." That
Oof,
swing, that like,
that very disco, honey.
yeah,
I
like
love this song
I
too.
know the choreography. Again, my mind has been turning, and I'm like, listen, I don't want to be those old uncles and aunts that be doing TikTok videos and going viral, dancing to thing. But listen, I may think this summer, because I'm gonna have some time, I may be doing some things. I don't know. Swing it, shake it, move it, make it. Who do you think you are? Just to use it, prove it, show
Listen,
how good you
for
are.
the seventh track for Spice World is "Do It." "Do It" is okay, but we don't even need to talk about it. Let's just focus
Easy.
on
Who do
"Who
you
Do You
think
Think
you
You
are?
Are."
Easy. Who do you think you are?
Easy. My thing with "Who Do You Think You Are" is when they performed at the Brit Awards and Jerry, aka Ginger Spice, was wearing that Union Jack, the British flag dress. Iconic. I wish I could do it. I wish I could wear it, but that would be culture appropriating if you think
No,
about it.
I
For
got it.
Halloween, I should do that for Halloween. That would be cool. I need a female thing. I can't be a man every time. Like I'm tired of being a
I
man.
love that idea, whether on the show or out.
You know
I
what it is? I feel like I need to go somewhere iconic. Like I need to go to a fun ass Halloween party to wear something like that. Because that would be a waste if I wear it like somewhere boring or somewhere that's not gonna get the vibe.
I wore many iconic outfits in
Yes,
some
honey.
cases, but
Power Ranger. But listen, who do you think you are is a mantra because similar to Never Give Up on the Good Times, it spreads positivity. It
Mhm.
also is like kind of like an anthem to kind of check yourself in a
Mhm.
sense. And the beat, hello, it's amazing. So
Timeless. Now, moving on to track number 8, something kind of funny, which as a kid, I'm gonna be honest, growing up, I listened to the whole album, but I'm a moody person, and I went through moods with the album. And when it got to something kind of funny, I was like, okay. That's how I felt usually when it got to something kind of
I
funny.
like
Like,
that song though.
as a grown up, I don't mind it. I don't hate it. But what's track number 8 on Spice World?
Number 8 is Denying. And I love Denying because that song was featured on the movie Spice World and just the beat of it and how like
R&B, baby.
R&B, yeah, I think Denying is better than Something Kind of Funny.
Just the opening. Ding. Y'all gotta listen to it, y'all. Or go to our inner circle, our Instagram page. We will repost some of the songs that we put song by song. I don't
You
think
want
they're
me to
not.
play like 2 seconds of it?
Just the beginning. Just the beginning alone, I love. Puts me in the mood.
All right, that's enough.
Ah, ah. Listen, recently, Posh Spice, real quick. Posh Spice playlist for her collaboration with Gap got released.
Mhm.
And a lot of people, it went viral because people were like,
I loved it.
"The fuck is Posh Spice listening? All these R&B artists, y'all slept on the Spice Girls. Y'all thought just Mel B, the token black girl. I love Mel B. Um, brought the R&B vibes. No, we just didn't see beyond, or maybe how influenced most of these girls were of R&B. You know what I mean? But again, aesthetically, we put them pop because a lot they more look white. But I do believe, and just not because she's my favorite, I do believe Victoria Beckham had a lot to do with the R&B influence in the Spice Girls.
Yeah, that's true.
Now that it's all making sense now. It's all making sense. Denying undoubtedly any day over something. If we go in track by track,
Denying is a yeah.
over
I
something
love
else
that song.
any day.
And
Moving on.
it's now because a lot of y'all be denying.
Mm. Be who you are. Track number 9, Spice. Ooh, I don't care what's track number 9 in. Oh, actually, I do know what
You
track.
do. It's Viva Forever.
Oh, this is hard.
Viva
Track
Forever.
number 9 is Naked. And
Oh,
as a
remember when I
1996,
took you to some like it was in the East Village. It was like this Spice Girls. I don't know, like a tribute to the Spice Girls, and like there were a bunch of like trapeze artists, and they performed to Naked. You don't remember? This was
I
years
vaguely
ago.
remember this. I vaguely, now that you bring it up, vaguely, damn, we've done a lot of things.
Yeah, it was like some little hole in the wall in East Village,
I kind
and
of
like,
remember, I kind of low key remember this now that you're bringing it up.
mhm. And I that was the first time I actually heard Naked. I was like,
You
which
never heard Naked before that?
no, because when I would listen to the album, I would listen to the songs that I like the most. If I would listen to, I probably listened to Naked before, but I just didn't remember at the
Yeah.
time.
Wow.
But
Mm.
Naked is a good song, even though I feel like Viva Forever has had a resurgence.
So let me read some lyrics. They're
Mm,
both. Naked was never a single. Viva Forever was released as a single just for the UK and never it was officially released in the United States.
yeah,
Um, but Naked basically is just a naked it's a sexual song.
it is
It's up
very,
with
it's
naivety and
giving
childlike.
erotic, erotic from Madonna. It's
Yes.
giving
You got
Breathe
me,
on
Britney
Me,
Spears.
Jinx.
Touching my hand. Look at us. Deprived of the goodness of my kind, past encounters have made her strong, strong enough to carry on and on. Undress you with her eyes, uncover the truth from the lies, strip you down, don't need to care. Lights are low, exposed and bare, naked. Listen, I'm sorry, I love Viva Forever. And again, this is going back to what we said earlier, where say you'll be there, Melanie B taking us to church. Melanie B did that with, I mean, not Melanie B, I'm
Melanie
sorry,
C.
Melanie C, Sporty Spice. She did that with Viva Forever. You could take it away with Viva Forever, but we're just Viva
Well,
Forever.
I like the like again, they used a lot of different instruments. They used the Spanish guitar, that like
Mm.
flamenco vibe of Viva Forever I like. However, Naked is a bop. Viva Forever, I feel like now I can listen to it, but also it gives like kind of like a sadness to it. Like it has a sadness to it. It's not very sensual like Naked, but the reason why it's become popular too is because Victoria Beckham's son is
Oh
it
yes,
he keeps like he's doing an acoustic version of the song, which is cute, like homage to your mom. But
oh babies.
yeah, but no, Naked is yeah.
Yeah, Naked is the
Also,
jam.
it sounds like a poem when they're like singing, or they're not even singing. They're basically like rapping, kind of word rapping.
As a kid, to see their concerts and them like doing the whole like, and this is me as I knew I was gay like at whatever age I became, and I was in '96. Well,
You were 10.
I'm 40, so I was 10. Yeah, at 10 years old, looking at the 11 at this point when they started releasing tours and I started seeing them doing the whole routine. I don't know if you've ever seen it where they're naked in the chairs and stuff and they're sitting and singing. That for me
That's
as a little gay boy, I don't know what it did. I don't know if I loved it. I'm like, they're naked.
I want to
And
be
you're
a
a
woman.
girl. I don't know if it's like I want to be like that. But I'm like, I was enthralled by it. I was like fascinated. Like it did something, it excited me. I'm like, wow, they're naked, those women, and they're singing about
And
this.
that's when you became a feminist.
I loved it. And then they did it again for the Spice World tour where they did the same routine.
Yeah.
Um Listen, naked for me, I'm sorry, I love you. And this is why we're going back to this. We keep repeating this. These are one of these artists that have their first two albums be so iconic that it's hard for fans to depict or take a pick which one they like.
Mhm.
Naked for me. If it's track by track, Naked beats. I have to choose
I
Naked.
think I think it's hilarious that we're having this like conversation about the Spice Girls 15, almost 16 years in to our friendship, because like obviously the Spice Girls did play a huge role in our friendship and that's how we bonded, but we never did like a what album is better, what song do you prefer. So it's so funny. Full
Yeah,
circle moment.
right, right. And it's crazy. So speaking of full circle, like just thing, 6 years
Yeah.
last week of
Mhm.
going at this. And they said we couldn't do it.
And they said we couldn't last.
Um Now last track, because this is when back in the day when pop artists kept their albums, hi Chris Brown, um down to a minimum. Less is
Mhm.
more sometimes. Back in the day we used to have 10 tracks, 11, 12, 13 the most. Deluxes started becoming a thing more 2000, 2001.
Yeah.
um Now that to the last track, thank you Spice Girls. If you can't dance, this is hard too though. If you
Oh,
can't dance from Spice versus track number 10.
the lady is a vamp. I love if you can't dance. Just the beat, the rapping, basic. It's like, and then hello, Ginger Spice raps in Spanish. If you can't,
Listen, it was their first album. Wait, no, well, no, they did that with Spice World too, though, when they did their flamenco lambada. But it was their first album that, as a little gay Spanish boy, colored Spanish boy, I felt I loved them because I
Mhm.
felt include. Wow, I'm speaking the. I feel like therapy. Like I'm realizing things. They made me feel included. When I heard Ginger do that, macho, te vi el otro día, me dio mucha, mucha alegría. Escucha la música. Ay, madre mía, ay, chico, tú no tienes nada. Que chica. Okay?
You know her
So,
mother's from Spain.
and listen, like, I felt seen. I felt included.
Yeah.
Like, I could identify. And this is why I love the fucking Spice Girls. Look at me. I'm having like realizations here on this podcast about the Spice Girls and my love for them. It was that album. It was that first album, and it was songs like "If You Can't Dance." And they also, I don't have the name, but they did sample. This song is also sampled. There's a
Hmm.
beat that they sample from "If You Can't Dance," um, to a hip hop R&B other older song. But now, then we go to Spice World, and like they opened up. Yo, that album. They closed good, and they closed good with Spice World too. With
The lady is a vamp.
she's a vixen out of tramp. She's a ta 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 ta. How did you feel about that song?
Um, I like it. It's just giving like very campy song vibes. Like that's something that you would listen to if you went to a burlesque show.
Burlesque, yeah.
Whereas, like, if you can't dance, the beat is obviously very hip hop. I think it samples the Humpty Dance from Digital
There
Underground,
you go. Yes, it does. That's it. That's
and just the hip hop with the R&B and like the vocals. I
Mhm.
love it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna say if you can't dance that, and also I feel like that song was kind of like the one song that they usually open their concerts with.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, yeah, they did. They did. Alive in
The
Istanbul.
day that the Spice Girls go on concert, mark my words, I will sell my unborn child.
Don't say that. But
I'll sell an
the,
egg.
the lady is about. Listen, but we can't. Although for me, it's if you can't dance too, because honestly, and I think realization. I'm admitting it here. As I started getting older in my early 20s, like dating and stuff, like
Hmm.
it, for real, if you can't dance, I don't. Uh, uh,
If
uh.
you can't dance, if you
Can't do
can't,
nothing for me, baby. And I don't mean dance just in the bedroom, baby. Like, nah,
well, it's a double entendre. The
it's a double
song,
entendre. No, but for real, I've kicked it or met people that I went out with and danced, and they were horrible dancers, Melanie. I never told you. Well, I didn't know you at this point with just one particular person I'm thinking about. They danced so like, well, they were like, but where I'm like, and honestly, that was a deal breaker for me. They couldn't dance. If you can dance with, listen, you don't have to be the best dancer, but you can't. You have to have some rhythm. And if you can't dance at
if you
all,
don't
have
got
no rhythm.
rhythm to dance, you don't got rhythm to fuck.
Oh, listen, if you can't dance with this, you can't do nothing for me, baby. In the
Well,
world,
also, mm, for me, it's more of a music thing. Cause like, what if you could dance, but you like all you could dance is like square dancing, or some honky talk shit. I don't know, but anyway,
oh, I mean like regular, like your usual normal like
like you
club.
can't even do a two step, two what is it, two drumsticks and a biscuit? Like,
So overall, what do you guys think? We also took a poll. I want to go real quick on some non-single polls that we took on our Inner Circle podcast page. If you don't follow us, follow us. We put up the likes of "Move Over" actually versus
move over. That's a good song.
"Move Over" versus "Who Do You Think You Are?" And undeniable,
Landslide,
everyone said it was a landslide. Who do you think you are? So,
of course.
um, yeah, so it feels like a lot of people. Well, we're saying Spice World, but it feels from some of the votes, some of our circle friends are siding with Spice as their
Spice
favorite.
had a lot of good songs, like a lot of that. It was the introduction to Spice World, but also like it was basically a sequel, so it
Yeah,
makes sense.
they follow the formula, and that's what I love too. Like that's why I wanted to do this breakdown too, because it's like they
I
follow
need
the
to know
formula.
who were the producers because those producers were really good.
They definitely follow the formula, kind of in the same essence of. Let's think of a lot of our pop favorite acts back then that we started, like the Britney Spears. Although it's easy for me to say, there's no undeniably no doubt. Oops, I Did It Again is a better album than Baby One More Time.
Hmm.
Like, no doubt. I'm sorry, but like Soda Pop alone on the first album makes the album lose because and even songs like "I'll Be There," like they're not horrible, but when you need someone and I will be there. This is Britney Spears, y'all. So yeah, "Oops, I Did It Again" is definitely a better album, but it's not many people that could do this like the Spice Girls, where both of the albums were
Mm.
undeniably that good. Would you say that with the Backstreet Boys? Would you think that Backstreet Boys' first album, their self-titled album, and their second album, Millennium?
Millennium was a better album,
Okay.
although the
Listen, we
first
got a game
album,
for
"Quit
it.
Playing Games with My Heart," was amazing, but like "Show Me the Meaning of Being Lonely." I
I
mean,
Want It That Way was. I mean, I Want It That Way is
you
on
know
fucking
what's not my, you know what's like
controversial.
probably, you know what's probably like my favorite Backstreet Boys song? More Than That. It's
Oh,
underrated.
I love that's one of my favorites.
I think
I
it's because I
love.
think it's because it has like guitar.
Yeah, I
DJ
love.
is like actually singing. Yeah.
I'm not a big, I'm not the big. I'm more up tempo, but when I love a ballad, it's a good ballad. Show me the meaning more than that.
Show Me the Meaning of Being Lonely is a great song too.
Yeah. Ugh.
All I Have to Give, great.
But now it's time. Now it's time to say goodbye. Be who you are.
Oh my
With
god.
our nope, not today. And I'm gonna take it off because as we kick off Pride and Pride Month,
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed, and just in the and just in the recent years. So my note not today is the decline in gay support. Just 6 years ago in 2020, when we were all sequestered, and God knows this Pisces eye was just peeling and just scanning and just taking it all in. In 2020, every company, Gap, Google, everyone, you name it, had a rainbow flag on their little profile picture.
Mm.
Fast forward to 2026 under the administration we're in. Mum's the word. Even you, Google, you decided to display a disco ball January 1st versus the color.
June 1st.
Thank you. June 1st versus the colors of the world. Spice up your life like 2020 or previous years.
I did see that.
My note not today is for all those companies and all those corporations that were so loud and supportive just a few years ago because we're living in the day we are in and under the administration we're in. Now we are silent, like we're mute. Hi, Helen Keller.
Were you silent or were you silenced?
Mm, and that's my
Okay.
note not today. Bloop, you said that. What's your note not today, bestie?
My nope, not today, is these weird manholes that are like trapping people and like freaking killing people. But also, did you see the clips of these like groups of men getting out of manholes like randomly in Brooklyn? And yeah, what the hell's going on? If you don't work for Kineticin, you shouldn't be inside a manhole. That's weird. And try not to walk
Oh,
on a manhole because now you can fall and die. So
first, yeah, I seen the Brazil one. I said, obviously the grandmother who died a few weeks ago here in New York.
yeah, that's really sad.
Oh,
But
no, not
like
today. What's the
people
manhole?
voluntarily going into a manhole is crazy.
Listen, yeah, that's crazy too. Ninja Turtles. You know
Yeah,
what? I'd be scared of walking over, even those like bodega, like
the
little.
craters. Oh yeah, the one with the basement
Even
ones.
Gizmo doesn't like walking over them. With that being said, be who you are. Happy Pride Month. Celebrate Pride. And while you're celebrating Pride and going to all the prides, make sure to come out to all the people in your life and be who you are. See you guys next week. Same place, same time. Adios. Thank you for watching. Make sure to follow, like, share, subscribe, everything the Inner Circle podcast, and catch us every Wednesday live at 8 p.m. on